day, lads and lovelies. Captain Edward von Arkham here, coming to you from on board the MHS Hysteria. I've got birds on the brain today. Well, I've got 2 on the brain. I wonder how much that's worth. If a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, how much are 2 birds in the brain worth? I'll have to think about that. Anyhow, I've been thinking all day about 2 particularly comic little peckers. First of which, Apteryx australis. This fellow. The kiwi bird. What a humorous little puffball he is. The national bird of New Zealand and a veritable bundle of comic delight. For a start, they've got feathers like fur, stubby little wings, stubby little legs, an enormous rear end, and the smallest bill of any bird on earth.
Hang on, Edward. Don't the kiwi have rather long beaks?
Why, yes, little voice in my head, but they have rather small bills.
How is that possible, Edward?
I'm glad you asked, big voice in my head. A bird's bill is measured from the tip of its beak to the nostrils, and a kiwi's nostrils are right at the tip of its beak. Isn't that remarkable?
It certainly is, Edward.
Remarkable.
And what a piece of wonder its beak is! It's more than half the length of the bird's body! Just looking at a kiwi warms my clockwork heart. Look at it! Look at the chubby little fellow, isn't it just ridiculous? They're revered by the Maori people, they are, believed to be under the protection of the forest god, Tane Mahuta. It's a lovely thought to imagine a kiwi bird doing the haka. Hee! One of the funniest little feather balls on the planet, equaled only by Rhaphus cuculatus. This fellow. The dodo bird, native to the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. And what a laugh this little bastard is! First of all, it's called a dodo. I defy you to think of a funnier name for a bird. And the blue-footed booby doesn't count. Its face is absurd! With that bulging beak and those round little beady eyes, it looks as if it's constantly surprised. As if it's going, "Who, me?" I pity those who don't have access to recreational time travel for the fact that they've never been able to see these hilarious creatures in person. The noise they make is hysterical. It's halfway between a squawk and a panicky siren. Meh! Hysterical! I went to see them with the eternity clock, and they were obscenely friendly. From the moment I set foot on the island, I was surrounded by the Dodo Welcoming Committee. A mob of these ridiculous birds all around me, pecking at me and squawking. Who's this bloke in the funny hat? I don't know. Let's peck at his shoes. Meh! The feathered fools were so friendly because they lived in complete isolation from any significant predators. Turned out to be their ticket to extinction, poor things. Nevertheless, I go back to visit them all the time because they're so bloody amusing. Which brings me to my dilemma. I can't decide which bird is funnier, kiwi or dodo. Both of them are flightless. Both of them have enormous rumps, humorous beaks. It's a deadlock.
It's the kiwi, Edward.
No, Edward, the dodo.
The kiwi is funnier.
The dodo is funnier.
It's the kiwi, Edward. You know it's the kiwi. No bird is funnier than the kiwi. Don't listen to him.
The dodo, Edward. The
Hush! Both of you! For pity's sake, you're both acting like squabbling children.
Sorry, Edward.
Oh, well, we're out of time now. I'm going to try and decide which bird is funnier. Until next time, stay mad, my duckies. Kamate, kamate, kaura, kaura, kamate, kamate, kaura, kaura, tenete, tangata, huru, huru, natiki mai waka witi tera.